Welcome back, Tiger Network. We are here at Paul McGinley Field for the second of our doubleheader. It's Trinity Tigers up against Texas Lutheran Bulldogs. Well, I hope you've been able to come down from that men's game. Scott, where are you at?
No, I had a lot of pizza in between to try and calm myself down, right? You know, if my stomach sinks with the weight of the pizza, maybe my energy levels will drop, right? That's how that works. No, what a game. I don't really have much words, but we've got another one here, and I'm excited for this one as well.
Yeah, Chris Hockman, Scott Lebo with you for this call on Tiger Network. Yeah, I spoke with Cohen Johnson, coach of the women's team, before this one, and he was saying, yeah, we went into the locker rooms and it was 2-1, and then we came back and it was 3-2 somehow. So yeah, it was an incredible game. I am, I don't know how we're going to follow it, but my word, if this is half as exciting as the game we just watched this is going to be one of the greatest games ever. So
start to finish,
this is just an incredible night. Look, it's already been a great night of football, and we got bonus football for you right now for TLU against Trinity. It's October. Pink jerseys are out.
Pink's my favorite color.
I love me a pink jersey.
Me too.
I got a pink.
Not this shade of pink, but
oh, you like
I love
a
pink.
A darker pink?
No, I like the light
the
pink.
Really
not bright, like the muted light pink.
Like a pastel pink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. I have an FC Basel kit that is obnoxiously pink. It is like highlighter pink. Just obnoxiously pink.
Gotcha.
I think Juventus had a kit that looked a lot like TLU's pink.
I think PSG had a kit that was pink, or a third kit at least that had maybe it was black and pink, but it had like a nice pastel pink. I was like, I gotta buy this.
It feels very French.
I was too young, didn't have the funds for that.
Yeah, that's the challenge with being a youth.
Yeah.
Is not having.
You don't have the funds for kits?
Don't have the funds for kits. See, now I've got adult money, and I spend entirely too much of them on kits.
That'll be me very soon.
Yeah. Once you graduate, you'll be able to have some money to spend on kits. It's, Yeah, I like the idea of that PSG kit, but I'm a Red Star fan. I can't give money to PSG. I'm a fan of the real Paris. Red Star in the Championnat National, which is like 4th division, I think they're in now.
Isn't there another Paris team, like Paris FC or something?
Paris FC is a women's team.
No, I think they have a men's team. It's
now.
in the 2nd division.
Yeah, they're in Ligue 2.
Ligue 2.
But they don't. The irony of Paris FC is they don't play in Paris.
Oh.
But neither does PSG. PSG plays in
the Parc des Princes.
Yeah, Parc des Princes, which is, I want to say it's in Saint-Denis.
Okay.
Because it depends how big we draw it. Like, there's Versailles FC, and that could be, you could argue that that's Paris.
Yeah.
But it is an RER, so it's a regional train. So anyway, enough regional transportation in Paris.
We got distracted.
We got a game
It's the
here.
energy from last game.
Distracted by a pink kit. Alrighty, so TLU starting 11. Alyssa Marquez, Natalia Cortez, Lily Noblet, Kelly Wolf, great player Kelly Wolf, Ashwin Suarez, Callie Braum, Jessica Robinson, Nolani Agel, Alyssa Sibian's phenomenal attacking player. She's going to be one to watch. Clarissa Martinez, Abby Castelli. Trinity unchanged, as we've come to expect with Dylan Harrison. Lauren Lewis, Malia Cesar, Abby Schneider, Maggie Hartnett, Bree Werner, Kylie Harris, SCAC Defensive Player of the Week. Darian Williard, Clara Richards, Taylor Campbell, Madison Bargansky, and Michaela Bosco. We could probably just record a tape of me saying that.
Yeah.
And that would be good. So that's your starting 11. Although there is, of course, we couldn't because Ilse Newland is still out. So that's the big change. So that's been now 3-4 games without Ilse Newland.
Yeah, she's in the line again, but with her sneakers on once again.
There she is. Ilsa Newland comes walking out. Something tells me she's not playing, but she's dressed, so I guess if something happens, Ilsa Newland could come in.
She's on the team in spirit today.
Yeah, so, this is what we've been seeing the last few games for her. That's now, I think, 4 that she's been out for. So Kylie Harris, going to be a player to watch today. She was
brilliant.
SCAC Defensive Player of the Week. Scored a goal and an assist against McMurray last week. Those were her first goal and her first assist in her collegiate career for the first-year defender. So a big week for her. She was a state finalist in Texas this year as well in high school, academic all-state. Her sister plays at Mary Hardin Baylor. We didn't get to see them do battle, though. They were never on the field at the same time, unfortunately. So we are about to get ready for the anthem. Get people fired up like the first game. We're not doing the anthem. We're just getting straight on with it today. Because we are a little late after the scenes.
I love it.
After the scenes
get
from
into
the,
it. More,
from the
get
men's
to the game. Let's go.
We're going to get straight to it. No anthem. Yeah, look,
They didn't tell us, so
I
I'm
also
mad at James now.
I also have to be careful what I say because, I'm an immigrant to this country.
Oh,
I don't know if you realized.
I'm not. So okay.
I do have 2 passports though, so I am American. So I guess I can say whatever I want. I like this. Let's just get on with it. So
yeah,
we played the anthem already. I'm not going to sing it. I'll spare me singing it to give you.
You would sing it so well.
Not after
that YouTube.
Not after the call I did on that. They would
take us down for copyright based on your singing because it would be too good.
You heard that Whitney Houston version? That's exactly what you'd be hearing.
No, I think it'd be more like the one this summer at the what was it, the MLB All-Star?
The MLB All-Star game?
The home run derby?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah. I mean, hopefully she's getting the help she needs because that was rough. I don't drink, so I'm not going to have that problem that she had at that game. Unfortunately, that was rough. Or other great national anthem mess-ups. Fergie at the NBA All-Star game. Iconic.
There's a famous one my mom loves to watch. She did
that intentionally. Is it the Roseanne one?
No, I think it's I don't know what it would be. I don't know what event it's at. You can look it up though, based on the fact that he sings the lyrics wrong. Like he's like,
oh, that's brilliant. So
he's just getting the song completely wrong.
So back in Australia, we are so laid back about the anthem and unpatriotic and all of that. That at sporting events they put the words up on the big screen.
Really?
Yeah.
People don't know it well enough.
We did change one of the words recently. So
okay.
One of the words in the Australian national anthem used to be "For we are young and free." We sort of felt that was ignoring the fact that Indigenous Australians have been in Australia for 50,000 years, and so we changed it to "We are one and free."
There you go.
And so sometimes people mess that one up. My aunt gets very annoyed when people miss. She's not Indigenous in any way. She just really riles her up when people sing it wrong and miss that. Canada changed their national anthem recently. Used to say sons. Now it doesn't. Australia made that change too in the 70s.
No anthem.
No
We're
anthem.
Into the
Let's
game.
go. We are underway. Trinity in the white. They're going to be going from right to left on your screen. TLU in the pink. Going from left to right. It's October. It's that time of year. See a lot of pink. I need more pink foods to come out. That'd be a nice perk of October.
Pink foods to
come out. Yeah, like
strawberry
flavored.
Be released.
Strawberry flavored Twinkies. That'd be great. I'd eat that.
That's not where my head went when you said foods be released. I was like, yeah, they're going to release a new fruit. like Apple, like a new iPhone.
You know what? I don't hate that idea also. Corner kick here for Trinity early. Didn't they? They just came out with there's always a new grape hybrid where they're like, we've made a grape, tastes like candy. Now, grapes are already pretty sweet. I'm cool with it. And then they're like, no, this is even sweeter.
I wouldn't know. I'm not a big fruit guy.
Yeah, I wasn't. And then my doctor said, you got to eat some fruit. I'm like, okay. Far post here, headed down. Maybe a chance for the Tigers. An early goal would kind of relieve the pressure from the last game. Flicked on
very much
to the keeper, gathers well. Yeah, it was a full-on game. If you missed it, Trinity scored 2 goals in the final 3 minutes to win 3-2 in the men's game.
We both broke our microphones screaming.
Yeah, apologies to anyone that was watching that if we blew your speakers.
Or your eardrums.
Or your eardrums. Sincere apologies for that. It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was fun.
This
one will be fun as well.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a good game. Look, teams come in both off to perfect starts in the conference, so that's going to end. It's guaranteed that at least one of these teams won't have a perfect record at the end of today. Maybe both.
Could still be undefeated, though.
Could both still be undefeated. That is possible. So Trinity come in 6-1 and 2. TLU come in 6-3 and is it 1? I don't have it in front of me. And then, but both teams won their first 2 conference games. So 2-0-0. Trinity second in the SCAC, 36th in Massey. And for the first time last year, TLU took a point off of Trinity, a scoreless draw. Around the same time last year, it was the 1st of October, I believe, was that game last year. So it's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. Look, I could do with this, I'm all for an exciting game. I think my doctor, with her concerns about my heart, would prefer if we don't have the same finish. But we'll see what happens.
I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, that's because you're 20 years younger than me. No, you're not 20 years younger than me.
Not quite.
I'm aging myself just a little. Not by as much as I wish I was aging myself, though.
You could have just said I'm 20, period.
Well, yeah. I mean, I could have said that, but then I'd feel real old. Luckily, my birthday's after the season, so I don't have to feel super duper old until after
Don't have
the
to
season.
celebrate during the season on the air.
Go
I would sing you happy birthday on the air if that
Trinity.
makes you feel better.
Yeah, my birthday's usually around Thanksgiving, so... In fact, last year it was Thanksgiving. Oh, I've just given away my birthday.
Oh.
Last year it was Thanksgiving. So there you go. See if people can piece together the clues.
My birthday is on National Singles Awareness Day. True fact.
Fun fact. It's a Scott fact right there.
Scott fact.
It's going to be a free kick for TLU just inside the Trinity half.
This is something I feel like the women's captains will do a lot more. They don't wear the armband on the arm. They wear it around the leg, which honestly I wore an armband quite often, and even with bigger arms they slip down quite often. So I honestly don't blame them for putting it on the leg. It's not going to move around as much, and it was quite annoying wearing an armband that was consistently falling to my elbow in high school. So
holds it in your shin pad too, so it's got a practical use.
And of course, they're getting harder and harder to hold in because they're so
they're
tiny.
micro SD cards now. Used to be an SD card. Now it's a micro SD card. I appreciate a couple of TLU fans got the memo that they were in the pink kits today. A few TLU fans up in the stands in pink.
Yeah. The men over there as well after their game. Good for them to stay out. It's a tough loss. So I know that's probably a one where you want to
just get on the bus and go home.
Yeah.
I suspect they're on the same bus, so they don't have much choice in the matter. I mean, I get look, it's Seguin. You could get there.
Yeah, it's still nice for them to be here because that is a tough way to go down.
Yeah, look, it's a difficult one. Did speak to a few of the players for TLU after the game. Everybody was taken in the right spirit. They were just like, look, this happens in football, and it was one of those games. We've got a game now, though. Tigers working it up the right. Good
Bosco's
chance
so
to swing
fast.
it in.
Oh! Wow.
Just as you were saying, Bosco's fast. Makes that goal. It's Abby Schneider who puts it away.
She's been amongst the goals pretty consistently recently.
Third goal of the season.
She had a goal last game as well.
13th of her career. But this is that speed we're talking about. Speed kill.
I didn't think she was going to get to the ball. Look how far away she is from the end line.
I don't think TLU thought she was either. And then great work from Schneider to beat the
finish.
defenders in. Beautiful finish from Abby Schneider. Schneider-Bosco combo happens again. So 13th goal of her career for Abby Schneider, third of the season.
Bosco is so fast. We talk about it so much every game, but wow.
Yeah, look, speed kills. And definitely did there. Big early goal. 6th assist of the season for Michaela Bosco. 25th of her career.
I feel like you said earlier in the year that she had the same number, if not more, goals than assists.
She has more goals than that's still true.
Which surprises me every time because I feel like she is like in charge of assists for this team. She's in charge and dishes out more than anybody else. That's at least how it feels.
Passage here for TLU. Good goalkeeping though. Stayed behind it the whole way, but that was a really great passage here for TLU. Good passing. Yeah, I mean, look, that gap is closing quickly, but she has 33 goals. So she started this season, it was 33 goals, 19 assists. She's up to 25 assists now. It's been a big year of assists for Bosco.
There she is again.
It's going to beat her out, though. Yeah, I mean, I think part of that is that in prior seasons, she's played more centrally than she is this year. So she's ostensibly listed as a forward.
Yep.
But she's more like a wide winger or very wide forward. So
I don't like how on all the sites they list players so generally. It's always midfield, defender, or forward. I feel like I would like more specifics.
You want Mazzala to show up?
Oh, I would appreciate if if somebody plays multiple spots in the back line, fine. But if you're like a fullback, put fullback. If you're a winger, you can put winger. Strikers and wingers, I feel like they used to overlap a lot more, but in the game now, it's very rare that somebody would play both of those two positions.
Yeah, and the game's evolved. I will say that some teams do label players as winger. They put a WG in. Opportunity here for the Tigers. Oh, that's come right off a face. Good block, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to put your body on the line.
Got to do what you got to do. And Brie Werner last week was a big part of Abby Schneider's goal that opened the scoring last week. She shook the crossbar with a shot that bounced back to Abby Schneider, who put it home. So we know that Werner can take shots from distance, and well aware there of that opportunity and getting out to block it. It's a tough one because she has a rocket for a right leg.
Yeah, Brie Werner scored 3 goals already this year. It's going to be a free kick for TLU. But yeah, she scored 3 goals this season, has Brie Werner. Transferred out from Coastal Carolina. She kind of fell out of the team last year, so I think it's good she's found her feet here at Trinity because she was a state champion in high school in Woodbine, Maryland with Glenelg. But she's really found her space on the team. She started every game this season. This is now 10 starts for her.
She's played well. She's played really well.
I was honestly a little surprised that she did fall out at Coastal Carolina because she'd been playing well there the first season. Oh, that's great defensive recovery from the Tigers. Still falls for TLU. Off balance when she hits it, and that allows
good defending from Cesar. Oh!
It was a good chance getting the ball away. I don't know if she needed to take that shot. I think there were better options there in the box, given the situation that had developed, but I don't blame her for taking it.
Just for a second, I thought the way she shaped up to it that I thought it was going to drop late, but it just didn't have that
it didn't drop
top spin
soon enough. Ball goes long from the Tigers. Just felt like a little bit of sending it long rather than intentionally looking for someone, which is unlike Tigers. That's a beautiful pass to find Robinson. Robinson to Noblet. Looking for Robinson. Just doesn't come out now. The Tigers trying to take it quickly, I think. That was Madison Bargansky, who's enjoying a bit of a run in the team lately. I think she's been the one that's come in for Ilsa Newland. But I think it's been well deserved.
Well, Hartnett has come in as well.
Hartnett's come in.
I think Bargansky has come in for, what? Slipping my mind now.
Yeah, Doran's kind of fallen out.
Well,
but they don't really play exactly the same position. But yeah, you're right. Maggie Harnett is more the direct replacement.
Yeah. She's playing center back tonight in that
for
role.
Ilsa Newland.
And she's been very locked down as well in that role while she's been in, and she's getting some touches here. Great find from her. That's a really good one to split the lines like that to find Cesar.
Werner was calling for the ball, didn't get it. She's going to come back and try and cover. Nudge, referee plays advantage. Advantage is well and truly done now. Ball comes in, but it's going to go straight to the keeper. Oh, she spilled it. Nobody following that up. That could have been dangerous.
Hannah Khan.
Hannah Khan. I'm like, I know there's someone that's a big name that
She's
isn't
a captain.
out there.
I can't believe Hannah Khan.
It's just because it's not on my notes because she hasn't been playing, so she's not on my recent lineups right now. Thrown it.
She impressed me last game with her set pieces, Hannah Khan. She has a very
She's good on the dead ball.
Strong shot. It's a good option to have off of the bench, somebody as talented as Khan.
TLU. Back on the, that's a beautiful turn there from Natalia Cortez. Goes back for Wolf. Wolf's been a big part of this team for a long time. Really great player defensively. Does really well at pivoting the TLU team from defense to attack. Throw in again for TLU. That's 1-0 for the Tigers here in the early go. Beat the defender well. TLU with a good opportunity. It's blocked. Maybe fell favorably. Cleared away by the Tigers. TLU back on the ball. Just can't turn. Tigers get it back and maybe a chance on the counter now. It's Bargansky. Forward for Schneider. Schneider and Bargansky. She's going to need someone to get in the box though. Needs some support. Squares it for Cesar, the Filipino international. Just can't get it through.
Well shut down.
That's great defending there from Kelly Brom. All the way back to keeper, and Trinity will reset on the right. Cut out by TLU. Good little passage here from TLU. Haven't had a real clear-cut chance, but it's been good moments here for the Bulldogs. They just can't make it count. And so now Trinity back on the ball on the right, very deep. Goes out wider. Played forward, but in the middle. Cut out well there by the Bulldogs. A good run here from Brum. Gathered by Hartnett, who gives away a foul though. Player turns well. That was a good turn. Good turn from Clarissa Martinez that made that foul. She turns, it draws the foul from the Tigers defenders. And so a free kick here for TLU in a good position. We saw set pieces be especially dangerous in the men's game, so.
Yeah, it was a point of note for Trinity going into the game. Wow.
Swung in, that was powerful.
Yeah.
Just couldn't keep it down, but I like it. Really powerful shot.
Yeah, I was not expecting it. I was expecting more of a lofted ball to the back post, so kind of caught me off guard. Good, powerful strike. Just got to keep it down if you can get one of those on target. Good touch. Well won, though, by TLU. still alive for them here. Down this right side. Now they're going to rotate it back. Williards won it back. Up to Schneider, who holds it up well. Bosco's making the run down the right side.
Yeah, rampaging run. She's going to need support, though, which can be a challenge that catches Trinity a lot, is Bosco's quick, but somebody else has to be there for this to pay off. And that's just often not what happens.
We saw that a lot early in the season, that Bosco would make a lot of these runs, get the ball, put in these really beautiful crosses, and just none of her teammates would be there. It's been less of a problem so far this year. I think partially because, or so far the rest of this season, I think because of the fact that Bosco has delayed her runs a little bit. She's waited for teammates to get forward before running forward. Still using her speed really well, just being a little bit more patient.
Yeah, exactly. And that's been kind of the difference in why they've been doing better at this stage. Figured out what I did with my TLU notes. I put it under 23 instead of 24. So a corner kick here for the Tigers.
It looks to me two teams playing similar formations. Like last week, two teams played the same formations, but similar, not the same. It's a 4-5-1 versus a 4-3-3, which can look very similar, but they're not the same thing. It's the difference in a wide midfielder and a winger.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it as well if you're wondering that difference of, because a lot of people use winger and interchangeably with a wide midfielder when it's really not. This is a good example. This game's a good game to look at to really show you the difference between those two positions.
Yeah, and you can see it just by looking at the way that Martinez is kind of isolated up top. She's kind of on her own, kind of on an island up there. And so that kind of shows you that she's the lone forward. She's the one in the 4-5-1, right? And those wide midfielders, they're more part of a midfield as Martinez tries to flick it on to herself there. But again, she's got no wingers up with her, so it's a little harder. Sometimes you can leave your players a little bit isolated if you play in an out-and-out 4-5-1. There's an adaptation to it that a lot of people play that's 4-2-3-1, which has two defensive midfielders and then a center attacking mid and two kind of between wide midfielders and wingers. It doesn't look to me like that's what TLU is doing. If anything, I think the adjustment of the 4-5-1 that I would call this would be a 4-1-4-1, which is still pretty defensive in nature.
That's what I play on Football Manager.
4-1-4-1.
No, the 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1. That's the most popular one. You want to know what my formation of choices is gonna?
This is gonna be like an asymmetrical.
Yeah. It would be. It would be.
I do sometimes play that 4-2-3-1 asymmetrically.
In basic concept, the formation I would use would be
big opportunity here for TLU, sorry.
Whoa.
Oh, just wide. I thought for a second that had gone in from this angle.
Wow. That's a big chance for TLU.
We saw the men have a similar chance, denied by a great save.
Yeah,
this one just gets
a let off for Trinity. Again, like you said in the first game, Omkar Sapathi kind of saves the day. This time, it's the size of the goal that saves the day because it's just a little bit wide.
No, it was good work from Kelly Brahim to grab possession there, but just got too far around it.
Can be hard to do both. You got to win back the ball, and then you've also got to turn defense into attack really quickly, and it's two different states of mind.
Well, she does have a goal already this season. No stranger to the Alamo City from San Antonio. Played high school for Churchill, but she transferred to TLU from St. Mary's, not too far from here. D2 school. Speaking of D2 schools, of course. Head coach Kerwin Johnson is still the UIW all-time leading goal scorer back when they were a D2 school. I got nothing about UTSA. Actually, I think a player on Sunday is a transfer from UTSA. Oh, no. Ariana Gomez transferred from UTSA. We've hit all the San Antonio schools except for OLU. TLU played OLU in an exhibition, so every San Antonio school touched with this TLU side. Flicked over top, headed away. Beautiful header, needed header. Kylie Harris. That's why she's the SCAC Defensive Player of the Week.
She got up higher than I thought she could there. Thought that one was going to travel over her head, but good hops from her.
And then a good challenge from Clara Richards, too.
Yeah, we talked about it in the men's game. Defending is done as a unit. It's done as a team, and Trinity just showing that there.
Oh, that's great work defensively. Not just to block that, keep it in, and stop it going out for a corner. You've kept possession even. Beautiful switch here.
Yeah.
Let down by the touch.
Great turn from Werner there.
Yeah, Werner does really well with that turn. Getting it forward. Schneider, the goal scorer, has another go. It's going to go across the face and out for a goal kick. About halfway through this first half, 1-0 Tigers over the Bulldogs. Chris Hockman and Scott Lebo with you for Tiger Network. It's the goal kick sent long by Alyssa Marquez. Flicked on by TLU. Good work from Cesar to win that and turn it around her body. Back with Cesar. Tigers just working up the right here. Oh, it was a ball looking for Schneider, who was wide. And maybe a chance. Trinity's in charge of this. They're going to send it back to the keeper. Pressure still coming, though.
She's got Harris. And that's sometimes can be frustrating. Again, I think this comes down to the system. 4-1-1 or 4-1-4-1. When you're an isolated number 9 up top, sometimes you feel like there's an opportunity to press, but because of how far behind you the rest of your team is, they're not pressing with you. And we see it on that occasion. Martinez steps up, tries to put the pressure on, and just none of her teammates are there. She closes down Hartnett well, but then Harris is just an easy escape option.
Yeah, we talked about that in the men's game earlier. You know, players are always going to have options for pass when you shape right, and that's what's happening for the Tigers defensively. Gets stuck under her feet, but she does well to get it out for Robinson. Robinson goes back to Suarez. Probably no relation to Luis, but you never know.
Never know.
It's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. Well won. Substitution.
Gotta be careful around her. Make sure, you know.
I'm sure it's
don't
not.
want to get too close.
I'm sure it's not genetic.
Might bite you or something like that.
I'm sure even if she is related, it's not genetic. He's just a monster.
Hey, you can't blame him for taking a bite out of an Italian sub.
Best football game I've ever been to in my life. He played in, so you know.
He's a brilliant player. Just not necessarily a brilliant,
a great player in that game.
Person.
But he was very young.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought the cutback was on, but it just ran out.
Oh, I thought that Michaela Bosco was gonna fall into the wall there for a second. I was kind of worried that she was
also a worry. There's a lot of cement around here, very close to the pitch.
It's a big field. You talk about it a lot. Using up all the space they have, trying to make it as big as possible.
Yeah, which may have paid off in the men's game. Just wear out your opponents a little bit more because it's a big field. Just
slightly, you know. They were just worn out enough to get 2 goals in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, last goal came at 89:40. Time on that last goal. 20 minutes to play here in the first half. 1-0 Tigers over the Bulldogs. Chance for a switch.
Schneider did well to cut it off.
Yeah, forced them to have to play it back instead of doing a straight switch. They have to do the slow one. That's beautiful passing. Unfortunate for TLU that it doesn't come off.
Yeah, but
Cesar.
Schneider's position there, it slows them down just enough that Williard is able to follow the runner there. If that switch comes direct, maybe she loses her marker. But because of the fact that it's forced backward by Schneider, and again, it's an example of the fact that defending is done by a team. It's not done by individuals. You got to do it as a unit.
Chance to cut back here. There's that shot. You were talking about it. She has it in the locker.
Yeah, I think she went for placement that time.
Yep.
Trying to find that bottom left corner, which we've seen them do a fair few number of times. I think there was a game earlier this season where that bottom left corner on that side of the field was the choice of a few Trinity goals.
And fighting for it on the sideline. Trinity with the throw in now. TLU back on the ball. Noblet. Cleared away though by Harris.
Harris does really well there. Williard is defending out there against Noblet, and she beats Williard and gets around, but Harris sees it coming and anticipates it and is there to shut her down, make sure she doesn't get any further.
Werner making a good run, has a go, it's blocked. I don't know if the go was the right thing there. She's marked by 2 defenders.
Yeah, I think the pass option would have been better, but again, I think that the pass was also blocked by those same 2 defenders. So maybe a cutback, try and, put your foot on the ball and stop it, but Bosco.
Falls favorably for Bosco, puts it away. It was a good pass, really great pass from the fresh legs of Ellie Creek. Set that one up. Partially started by the ball bouncing in the area, but a beautiful pass and a good goal. Well done, well struck by Bosco.
Yep.
So the goal lead extends.
So first goal of the season.
First goal of the season, 34th of her career. Ellie Creek with the assist. That's her 3rd assist of her career already. 10th game of her career, 3 assists. It's not a bad return, especially since she doesn't start.
Yeah.
So she's not playing full 90s.
No, I think I referred to her last week as the 12th woman of the year.
She really is.
Really great off the bench. She's that first option pretty consistently for Coach Harrison, and she's been paying off. She's been doing really well.
Pressure on the keeper.
But I think Barganski got a foot to it.
Yeah, she did. Although, you do have to let the keeper release when they have possession. No discussion from the bench, but yeah, I think if that goes in, I would have had some questions about that. She definitely wasn't letting the keeper release, which she has to do. Once the keeper has clear possession, you have to let her release.
What about that Champions League final? Kareem Benzema scoring off of Loris Karius, rolling it out like that.
If he rolls it out, he's chosen to roll it out.
Yeah, so I think that's she was rolling
she
it
was
out
trying
to her
to pass.
teammate.
Yeah, but she was trying to play it to a teammate. I don't think that's the same situation.
You can't intercept it.
You can't off her hand. No,
I feel like she was.
She was
further
way
away.
too quick. Maybe. I mean, TLU's not upset about it, but I'm upset about it because I'm a goalkeeper. And when I say I'm a goalkeeper, I mean I used to be a goalkeeper a long time ago. But you do have to let the goalkeeper release, so I don't know.
Here is Hannah Kahn. We were talking about her earlier.
Yeah, so she's coming on.
Going to come in.
Yeah, she has been sort of coming off the bench.
She's been doing very well off the bench as well. It's kind of a super sub type of
Yeah, it's a
deal
heck of
for
an
her.
option to have on the bench, right?
And it looks like Trinity are preparing around 4 substitutions. I think that's the number I'm getting here. It would be their up to their 5th substitution of the night, as I don't really know what just happened there in the box, but
that was a bit messy.
Ends up in Lewis's hands, and that's what matters in the end.
Yeah, I think Trinity will be saying all's well that ends well with that one. So Lewis will send it long. Controlled. But TLU will gather. Oh, it's a beautiful pass. Good opportunity here. She stayed on. Did Noblet. Good cross, but it just doesn't hit a player in pink.
Yeah, I think the run's a little too early and in the end overruns the cross. If she starts her run a little bit later, she's going to be crashing into that point right there. But, again, I think Campbell as well was really well marking there. But this time Campbell's been beat by the through ball.
That through ball's been really dangerous for TLU. It's Brame. Set in. Just couldn't get as much as she wanted. Went into a contest with the keeper. It's going to go out. It's a decision. Referee's going to stop the clock.
It's a head injury.
Players down with a head knock. Clock's immediately stopped. I think the decision has been goal kick, which makes sense. It's the least controversial decision.
I think it's the right decision.
We'll have a look. We'll have a look at what happens here.
Yep.
Yeah, just got caught, I think, with the hand too on the way through. Get another look at this one.
Barganski, Werner, Schneider, and
yeah,
Bosco
definitely a goal kick.
way.
Definitely a goal kick. I'm definitely not going to give a penalty, even though there was some contact there. She's the one initiating it anyway. So, back underway.
What a
control. Good control there from Doran, who was one of those players mentioned earlier who's had some time on and off. Pressure coming.
Wow. Really important clearance from Hartnett there.
Yeah, that was calm too, because that run was there. This might be where the pink jerseys let him down. Easier to spot. Set through. They're going to go back for the free kick. Yeah, it was just a little late. Referee tried to play advantage, but it wasn't really there, so we're going to go back for the free kick.
I think Doran, typically we've seen her go in at up top or on the wings, but I think she's playing at that number 10 role for Brie Werner right now, that center attacking mid role. It's a new position for her, so that'll be interesting to see how that turns out. Maybe seen something on the practice field.
Yeah, I believe it's what she played in high school, actually. It was
there
more
you
of
go.
a number 10.
That makes a lot of sense to me based on the way she plays. She's a shifty player, hard to keep track of. Very good with the ball at her feet. Very creative as well. That's what you want in a 10.
Big Trinity family, the Dorans. Her mum Becky played on this exact team. So played soccer for the Trinity women. Dad played football for Trinity. Her uncles played football for Trinity. So she's carrying on the family tradition. Headed away. Oh, missed control there from TLU. Could cost. Now getting in each other's way. Balgobin sends it back. And that may have been an example of the pitch being a little too hard.
A little too dry, yeah. Creek was lining up to hit that one. She had her first collegiate goal in her vision, and the pitch had other ideas.
Yeah, that's football sometimes. Free kick for the Tigers. That was a heavy challenge. And so now, free kick for the Tigers. Dangerous position. Looks like Kylie Harris, SCAC Defensive Player of the Week, lining it up.
She's great from set pieces last week.
Yeah, she had an assist and a goal last week. That just kind of falls between two Trinity players, unfortunately for her. Tigers will keep possession, though. Balgobin. Sent back, good ball back. Nearly comes off.
I'm surprised she got that ball
struggling
in.
to defend it. Yeah, that was a beautiful ball in. Really did well to turn, cleared away. Stays with Trinity, though. Maybe a chance. Blocked well. I think she was trying to think about hitting it, was Alex Doran. Williard. Balgobin, gonna have a go, you know. Wasn't terribly far off. I think the shot was the right move.
I agree. The space opened up for it. There was a lane for that shot, and just didn't wrap around it enough to get it spinning back in towards that far post. But that's one of those that, give her that shot 10 times. I think she's hitting it 5. that's a tough shot.
Oh, that was a good effort, though. Really good effort from her. Minnesota State champion. She was an all-star in high school, state all-academic team.
I was all SCAC academic or
Academic
whatever it
all
is.
SCAC?
Yeah, freshman year. The
That's-
one year
look,
I could have been.
You were the one year you were eligible
Yep.
to win it. Did they send you a little plaque or something?
No.
You don't get anything?
I didn't get anything. no.
Outrageous.
I think
SCAC, send Scott his plaque.
Yeah, give me a SCAC. SCAC plaque.
SCAC plaque. I feel like you should get something for it.
I think like 60% of the Trinity men's team got it as well.
Yeah, I think there's a threshold. You have to be above a certain GPA, I think is the rule.
I think it was. I think it was like a 3.0.
He's here trying to not brag that he was doing all right in school.
Well, I think the grade average, the GPA is a 3.0, which most Trinity students I feel like meet that
Hit that.
threshold.
They're not great on a bell curve at Trinity? Is that a thing we don't do? We don't do bell curves anymore,
No.
do we? Yeah. It's a thing. Back at home, back when I was in school, back in my day, we had a bell curve. So that couldn't happen. That was a bad idea. It's a bad thing. I'm glad we don't do it anymore.
Everybody should be able to get an A. If everybody deserves an A, then everybody gets an A.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was starting to go out when I was in college. So
Does that system also guarantee somebody has to get an F?
yes.
That's making school competitive. I feel like that's a terrible idea. School shouldn't be a competition.
Life's competitive, Scott. But yeah, no, they started getting rid of it when I was in college. Because I remember we had big, sessions on it. They're like, this is how we used to grade. Now we're switching to this.
I don't know.
I don't know how they do it in sciences, though. Like in a thing where there's just an answer, how do you grade on a bell curve on that?
Yeah, I feel like it's something you could only do in an essay-driven class where it is a little bit more subjective. Because even some history questions, there is a right and wrong answer, right? So,
stuff happened on this date. It's just the right answer. Language, you're either saying the right words or you're not. Just like I said white instead of right there. English is my first language. Imagine how bad I am at Spanish.
Muy malo.
Muy malo. Yeah, I got real physical out of nowhere. Yellow card there. That's Ellie Creek.
Yeah.
So a first for Ellie Creek. It's a first collegiate yellow card. One call from the bench was she was the last man. I think that would have been. That would have been.
I think.
Even if she was, that's not what the rule is.
No.
Rules of the game don't say anything about last man. Say a lot of things about dog soul.
Clear goal scoring opportunity, and that was not a clear
that was
and
not
obvious
a deliberate
denial of
Going to be an obvious goal scoring opportunity. Good ball, far
Wow.
post. Good header. Well won by the Tigers. It is going to go out for a corner. Decent effort there from Kate Askew to try and chase it down, keep it in. Playing in the 10th game of her career. Speaking of second languages, she's in the Arabic Honours Society. That's impressive. Arabic's a hard language.
It is. Different alphabet. I could never try and learn a language with a different alphabet. I feel like that just, it wouldn't compute in my head.
Yeah, that's why I did Indonesian in school instead of Japanese. Indonesians with English characters, Latin characters. Header there, far post, bounce down just
close.
wide, an inch wide. That's a good header. Those
Really
are those
good.
dangerous ones. Those are the ones I hated as a goalkeeper because they bounce down, and especially on this pitch, it's so dry and hard that those can bounce down and right over you, even if you're covering it.
Yeah, and your instinct is, they're heading it down. I'm going to get low, right? And then it can bounce right back over you. So it can be really dangerous, like you said.
That was a really well-weighted ball. It just couldn't, just a little too fast for Balgobin, who's quick. She's a quick player.
I think quick is there's a lot of words that describe how how fast an individual is, and I think quick is the right one for Balgobin.
That's gone out. She does like walking in her spare time, but I suspect she's being humble and she means she likes going on a jog. What I do is walking. What I call running, I suspect Ariana Balgobin calls walking.
Maybe she calls it jogging.
Maybe it's jogging for her. Yeah. I don't know. I used to walk fast and then I got old. That's a great header. Tigers back on it. Balgobin, there she is again. Can she get around? She's strong.
Wow.
She does. She's got support. Just couldn't see the pass. That's going to come out.
Thought it was coming for the monitor.
I know.
You were on the defensive.
I got to protect the equipment.
Your goalkeeping skills were on full display there as you prepared yourself.
I was ready. I was positioned well. I got to start packing my gloves, honestly. I don't think I still have gloves at this point. I think those gloves were lost three houses ago. Beautiful challenge. Kelly Wolf.
Whoa.
Right as I say that, gives away a foul. So free kick here for the Tigers. Setting up far post. 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Dylan Harrison have a big discussion with the AR.
He's describing a rule that I don't understand, so I'm trying to listen with my other ear.
Trying to get an education.
Yeah, I like knowing new things. Something about advantage and it being a different type of thing because of advantage. Coach Harrison was asking for a yellow card for the same player making the same type of foul multiple times, and
I think that was just a substitution that shouldn't have been made. But Dylan Harrison was too busy arguing something else. Because that was a TLU sub on a Trinity throw.
It's not allowed.
Yeah. And we have a fourth official now, and that wasn't picked up.
I think everybody was busy with
Everybody was busy trying to calm down,
including
Dylan.
us. Well, not calm down, Dylan. Be educated. I wanted to be educated.
Oh, that's a great take
me.
from Marquez. No, I was live to it. I was like, hang on. But I just figured Trinity had a sub, and that's why they were making that change. Not my place to explain those things to the officiating crew or the coaches. I'm just here to watch. Oh, that's a soft pass. Dangerous stuff here. It's back with Alyssa Simeon.
Back. That was impressive.
Covered well. That is, if there's anybody on this pitch you don't want to give the ball up to in a pink shirt, it's Alyssa Simeon.
Well, that was impressive from Trinity. The recovery speed from everybody. I mean, they went from having a 1v2 on the back line in a really poor position to having 6 players back. So great recovery from them.
Yeah, Simeon, SCAC Offensive Player of the Year last season. Second time she's won that. She's the first TLU player to win it multiple times. Second team all-region, 2 years in a row. She's a great player. You do not want to give her a chance. She's already scored 5 goals this season. She's chasing her 40th career goal. TLU, you're going to deal with this one pretty comfortably, you'd imagine? Yes. Great pass, too. Sent forward.
Under a lot of pressure, too.
Yeah, the press was coming.
Takes a good nerve. You got to be calm and collected under pressure.
Deflected out for a throw-in. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Trinity 2, Texas Lutheran 0. Thanks for joining us here on Tiger Network. Hope you're having a good day. Get your Indigenous Peoples Day weekend off to a good start. Blocked. Is it going to go out for a... It's going to be a throw, not a corner.
TLU have really turned up the pressure the last few minutes here. They've been the better team the last 15 or so.
Yeah, I feel like, honestly, the second half of this half,
yeah,
they've been the stronger side. Like, after the 2 goals, really, after that second goal, it's been... TLU have been the much more convincing side. Good clearance. Oh, it's fallen favorably for Balgobin. Maybe good recovery from Kelly Wolf. Actually, I think that's Ashwin Suarez. 6 and 8. Nope, it's Kelly Wolf. I double-checked. I found the 8. this typeface and a ponytail make it a little tricky sometimes.
I was having trouble earlier with Martinez trying to tell if it was a 26 or a 25 for very similar reasons.
Yeah. There's the PWHL is a fun fact. PWHL, the Professional Women's Hockey League, have made a decision to put player names on the bottom of the jerseys because
hair
players in women's teams tend to have long hair.
So that I think I like that. I think that's a good decision.
They did a really cool campaign on it. It's a really great campaign. I can't remember I think it might have been called See Her Name or something. It was something like that.
That's cool.
Oh, it's a beautiful little touch there from Hannah Khan. She's making a rampaging run here. Great work from our camera
Well done
crew.
to cut across as well.
Good ball in about Gobin. Just couldn't turn it away. I think Harrison wanted a penalty. I'm not really sure that there was anything doing there.
Yeah, I think Balgobin could have gone down and won one, but she did well to stay on her feet, looking for a teammate. Just there wasn't one behind her there. Harris making another
Great
run though.
From Harris. I thought the better move might have been to go to Khan, but she shut me up. That was a great run. Good ball into the box. Just didn't find someone.
She had a great one last week. Picked up the ball in a similar position and took it all the way in and scored. So I don't think Coach Harrison will be
that upset.
telling her to stop making those runs anytime
No, it was a good run.
soon.
Good run. I just thought she was going to get closed down, and she wasn't, because Khan was left pretty open on the left. So ball sent long. It's the waning moments of the first half. Referee gets hit by the ball there. That's always the worst one as an AR when you've got to just stand there and you're trying to signal. It's going to go out for a Tigers throw. They're not even going to pretend to take this. So that's half time here at Paul McGinley Field. Is Trinity 2, TLU 0. Pretty clinical performance on the whole, but TLU definitely came back in the second part of that half to look dangerous. So I don't think this game's done by any measure at all. Trinity 2-0 up at halftime. There's your stats. Certainly looks pretty even.
Yeah.
So, and I think really that half was a game of two halves.
Yeah.
So, reflects an even game. I don't think we're done yet at 2-0. I think there's more to come. We're going to be back here in about 15 minutes to bring you the second half. Stick with us. Welcome back to Paul McGinley Field for women's soccer action. Here's Trinity up against TLU. 2-0, Trinity up at half time. In what's been a pretty even game. We got some wild possession stats at half time because the possession counter is broken. So we'll ignore talking anything at all about possession. So it's going to be...
We can tell you firmly that it wasn't 94% possession for Trinity.
Possession. That stat is wrong. So it's going to be TLU kicking us off there in the pink. They're going from right to left. On your screen, Trinity in the white. It's going from left to right on your screen. Assistant referee gives the signal.
Same lineup for Trinity that started the game.
And we are underway for the second half.
Schneider's going to get there.
Good work there from Schneider.
Win a corner, maybe?
No, it's going to stay in. Oh, well shepherded back to the keeper too. Great sell. So TLU with the keeper, Alyssa Marquez, sends it away. Oh, there's that bounce, that heavy bounce on the pitch. TLU going to come away with it thanks to that bounce, cleared away by the Tigers. Falls for Bosco. Lays it off. Now all the way back to Hartnett. Hartnett puts the switch on. Plays it forward. Good turn, but just lost out. Did Werner. Goes out another attempt to turn here from TLU. It's going to run out, but it's going to be a throw for the Bulldogs. Chris Howard, Scott Levo with you. Scott, first half, TLU really finished it strongly, so maybe starting the second half as they finished the first.
Yeah, I think that that's what they'll be hoping for. I think the halftime whistle came at a bad time for them because I think you often want to continue in your momentum. You don't want to have your momentum split up like that. It gives Trinity a chance to regroup and get back into their rhythm, and we know what they can do when they're in their rhythm.
Yeah, and they've had those moments. Those opening goals was certainly an example of that. Trinity being in their rhythm. But after those two goals, yeah, they've really fallen out of it. TLU has been the better side since then, so Trinity is certainly going to be hoping the halftime break helped them. Because I think you're right, it came at a bad time for TLU.
They'd get their starters back on the field, which I think it could help. I think oftentimes the substitutions for Trinity play a huge role in how strongly they perform, but I don't think that's been the case necessarily today. I think that starting 11 were the ones that more involved in the two goals and played a bigger role there.
Free kick for the Tigers. It's going to be basically a corner. Malia Cesar runs over, but isn't going to take it. It fell on top of the ball, so there had to be a decision from the referee at that point. I've seen those be completely the opposite. Bosco to send in essentially a corner.
AR. Fourth official. You know that's not a foul. Hey.
Goes out. Back for Campbell. Cleared away by TLU. Throw for Trinity. It's a throw in. TLU back with possession. Maybe can build something up here. That was a decent ball, but again, just the bounce, the hardness of the pitch really playing against TLU there. And it goes wide left. Schneider. Oh, she's got support. That was Werner making a late run into the box, but just couldn't get the ball out from under her feet in time. It's going to be a throw for TLU.
Both ways. Callie's here as well. Come on, think faster.
Better start for Trinity than they finished the half. Some early opportunities, early looks. They started the game really well. First half, they had an early goal. Seems like quite a while ago now, the opener. TLU have definitely grown into the game, though. The Bulldogs back on possession. Played back, going to go all the way back to Marquez.
Keeping the ball well here right now, TLU. Not necessarily having any forward momentum, but not in danger of giving it away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Trinity will mind too much giving up the possession. In modern football, that's a really great run, though, from Brame. Shot blocked.
Great block. Really important.
Vital block. Simeon has a go. Saved just enough from Lauren Lewis.
I think that
it's gone out.
I think it hit the wheel of the goal.
Hit the wheel. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, that's the signal from the assistant, is that it had already gone out. We're going to get a good look. Well, not quite. Not quite the view we wanted, but that did suggest that it had gone out. Throw in for Trinity. Let's see if we can get a view from this angle. Yep. It's bounced back off the wheel, like I said. Appeal from TLU was that there was a touch. I don't think I think there's a case for that there might have been a touch. Bosco fighting for it. Wow. Well won there by Clarissa Martinez. Ball goes out wide. Kept in play well. Swung into the middle, but there's no one there for the Bulldogs. Blocked. Chance to keep possession. Blocked well, because if that ball got through, that could have been 2-1. Very easily. Would have been left with a shot. Bosco's making a run up the right, but they've blocked that angle. Oh, that was a big shirt pull. So TLU coming away with it. Cleared away by the Tigers again. It's Bosco.
She wants it here. Look how they're backing off against her. They don't want it. They don't want to take her on 1v1. They're going to have to now, and they've won it.
They've won it. Beautiful challenge. Brame. Oh, that's a beautiful ball around the defender. Nice little touch. Gets it back to Brame. Uses her footwork beautifully. Going forward, looking for Simeon.
Harris
only finds Harris, who sends it back to the keeper. Tigers working up the left now this time.
TLU are really spread out right now. Their midfield and forwards are not recovering as quickly as the Trinity attack is coming.
It's going to be poked out for a corner. This is the first corner of the night we're seeing in the difficult corner. So Bosco runs over to take it on the downhill corner. Swung in by Bosco, right at the keeper, nearly an Olympico. She covers well. Good work there from Alyssa Marquez. She's starting to get close to 100 saves in her career. She came into this game with 91. TLU. Trying to work it up the left, but run out of space. Throw in for the Tigers. That's Campbell up the line, looking for Bosco. Bounced favorably for TLU, flicked on well. Controlled by Roach. Throw in for the Tigers. It's Campbell. Right on halfway. Goes long. Head is missed by TLU, but it's still going to be their ball, although they've run onto it well. Beautiful running there from the Tigers. Now a chance to cut it back, perhaps, for Schneider.
Good save.
Well saved. I think it might have been going wide anyway. I think she wanted it to curl the opposite way to the curl she got on it. But save regardless for Alyssa Marquez. Covered it well.
Yeah, I'm interested going near post there. Maybe could have caught the keeper out with that. trying to get her to scramble to that back post. That's what most would expect there, and that's what I would have gone for, trying to hit to that back post, especially as a right-footed player. I feel like you could get a lot more power behind it, to try and crash it to that side netting on the far side.
Werner and Schneider just get in the way there. TLU back on the ball. Crystal for Brame. Brame over the top. It's a decent ball. Well dealt with, though, at the back by Kylie Harris.
The TLU back line it's too disconnected from the rest of the team. They're dropping too quickly, and they're not getting up fast enough, and the bench is noticing it, but it's leading to a lot of counters for Trinity.
One-touch football here for the Tigers. Maybe a chance at the shot. Just took it too narrow. So she has to play back. Got round one. Couldn't get round the second, but kept possession regardless. Swung in. Was looking for Bosco. Who's there? She's already scored once tonight. That won't be it, though, as it's gathered by Marquez. Good ball here. Simeon running onto it. It's going to need good defense from Harris, showing why she's the defensive player of the week. And another beautiful challenge there from Clara Richards. A corner kick here for TLU. They're not going to sub on the corner. It's going to be swung in by Brame. Far post. Header won by the Tigers. Falls for Cortez. Cortez swings it back in. Cleared away by the Tigers, but back to Cortez. Simeon turns. It's blocked. Decent idea for the shot. That's beautiful work on the ball, though, to keep possession for TLU. Big bunch of dust comes up. TLU just keep that in play.
Not really sure how.
Yeah, that was stunning. Tried to win the throw and did. Great work.
I'm noticing the TLU men are no longer in that spot that they were, where I noticed them in the first half. I'm not sure where they would have went.
Yeah, maybe to eat.
Maybe.
Bianca Ruiz comes in. Fun fact, set of twins, the Ruizes on TLU side, both transferred in this year from Northumbria University in Newcastle, England. I think it's the first time we've had a set of twins this year. We'll see if they both get on. It's going to be a throw for the Tigers. Pretty much right on halfway. Oh, she's caught her there. Referee disagrees with me. Tigers coming away with it.
Have a hit.
Werner has a go. Didn't start dipping in time, though. Goes out for a throw. So goal kick here for TLU. Werner, we've seen a score from a hit like that.
Yeah, I almost expected her to aim for that back post. I think sometimes when you want to hit it with power like that, aim for the furthest part of the goal away from you. She's on that near side. Hit to the far side. Give yourself more room for that power to get on target. You know, sometimes you hit it so hard, it's going up, it's rising. Give it more time to drop, right?
Yeah, that would have definitely helped. Good ball in. Bosco's header.
Powerful header.
Straight up, though.
Up and over the net.
And out for a corner kick.
Trinity have found their footing again.
Yeah, they're back in this one.
It's unfortunate for TLU because it's come from, in my opinion, a lack of connection between their midfield group and their back line. It's, you know, I talked about in the first half how that formation that they were playing, it had a natural disconnect for the striker. Now they're playing with more up front and putting more emphasis on attack, but it's hurting their defense. It's hurting their back line. Their back line just doesn't have the energy. It's not getting up fast enough. Right now, even, you need to get up. You know, Trinity players are able to stay on side for a lot longer, which leads to a lot of counterattacking possibilities.
And it makes that transition from defense to attack a lot harder because there's a bigger gap.
Yeah, and the transition back to defense. If you're an attacking player now and Trinity counters on you quickly, and this gap is huge right now, you're having to recover a lot of ground.
You know, the Trinity on that just had a huge gap. If it wasn't saved by the keeper, there would have been a big gap. Keeper's save has given them time. But that's exactly where she's aiming it for. She's aiming it for that gap between defense and midfield.
Yeah, and Bree Werner is just placing herself in that space. And Abby Schneider's dropping into the space a lot. And that's where a lot of the attacks are coming from right now, a combination between Werner and Schneider, the center attacking mid and the striker. Between the two of them, they're having a lot of combinations. Look to see them get Bosco and Barganski a little bit more involved as well in that space because of the fact that they're also high players that are finding opportunities in that gap.
And so we'll see. I do think they're starting to repair that gap, but we'll see how that plays out for the remaining half hour of this one.
It was definitely noticed by the bench, and I think subs have been made to try and put an emphasis on that. But whether or not things change, it's yet to be seen.
Oh, wayward pass for TLU. It's going to be a territorial gain and a throw for Trinity. Inside the TLU half. We're in the final half hour of this match. Trinity 2, TLU 0. Chris Hogan and Scott Lebo with you for Tiger Network.
Good step.
Yeah, big step up, quit away. Not enough contest on that for me from TLU. That allows Trinity to basically do whatever they want with it. They're going to swing it in for Bosco. Keeper comes, spills it.
She gets
but
there.
The reaction just not quick enough from Abby Schneider. She came well, but she was coming from a long way back. So that allowed the keeper to recover because she was trying to fill Bosco's gap. Sent long by Marquez. Missed clearance from the Tigers, but it won't harm them. Back for the keeper, Quees away. TLU's touch is heavy, although recovered well by the Bulldogs. Goes to ground, it's going to be a free kick for Trinity.
TLU bench frustrated. I think they've been frustrated this second half with some of the decisions from the referee. I think they believe that too many calls have been going in the favor of the team in white tonight.
It does feel like pretty much every 50-50. This is a good ball over the top. Oh, she's kept it beautifully. She disguised that well.
Off the post.
Off the post.
Wow. She did everything right.
Yeah, she disguised that so well. Sucked in the defense.
It's a really great first touch from her as well, bringing that under her spell.
We'll have another look here at the shot. Just got it the wrong side. Decent effort, though.
Very nearly.
From Schneider.
Very nearly that ever-important third goal that would really help Trinity cement this game. But, you know, 2-goal lead is a dangerous one. And as long as this lead stays at 2, TLU are very much in this game with just over 26 minutes left in it.
Yeah, plenty of time to go.
Ooh.
Clearance is rough, but the touch is heavy.
Yeah, that's an escape from TLU.
Yeah, got away with that one.
That's not the player you want to be playing in because Bosco, with her pace, is going to escape the defender on her back.
Yeah, definitely wasn't expecting it, which kind of led to the result that it was. Flicked forward. Well dealt with there by Darian Williard. Tigers just can't break through. TLU back on the ball. Cesar into a contest. Trinity get away with it? No, whistle has gone. Got to admit, I didn't hear the whistle
No.
blow on that one.
Neither did I. This game's physical.
Yeah, physical game. We've had one yellow, I think. Yes.
Just the one for Ellie Creek.
Cleared away. Bosco in a foot race there. Won by Nolani Agel.
Had a significant head start at Gel.
She did.
You need a significant head start against Bosco.
Bosco's rapid, so head start made a difference. Has to go back to the keeper. Right way. Play the way you face.
Very well
Over
done
the
by
top.
Lewis.
Beautiful work. Back to her.
And Lewis as well. Lewis and Harris combining well.
Big opportunity. Has a go, but it's too close to the keeper.
This might be the game that Lewis has had to do the most, at least in a home sense, as far as shots on target and saves.
Yeah, she's made 17 saves all season. She would be at 5 tonight.
That is significant.
So it's a pretty significant percentage. I mean, she's at what?
22.
That'd put her at 22.
5 of 22.
5 of 22.
It's a little bit less than 25% of her
It's
saves.
about 20%. So line change coming for the Tigers.
Let's see. 5 divided by 20. 22%.
There we go. She is, where is she? She is 5th in the country in individual shutouts with 5.
Got to give a lot of credit to her back line for that one as well. They've been really good as a unit so far this year, Trinity, defensively.
Beautiful cut there from Cesar, who gets fired up at the afters. Goes out for a goal kick. She has some words to the referee as she's running back. Might have learned that one from Alan Stajic, her Filipinas coach. Where's he ended up now? Somewhere in the A-League.
A-League starts next week.
Next weekend after the international break. Central Coast Mariners going for a 3rd straight title. Won a quadruple last year. They've already started their Asian Champions League campaign.
Hasn't started the way they wanted, if I remember correctly, based
2 losses.
on what I remember you saying to me.
Important to note that it's preseason for the Central Coast Mariners, and it is the middle of the season for China and Thailand. Although the coach did say he thought they played badly against the Thai team this weekend. Last week. But they are wearing that AFC Cup Champions patch. They won the Asian second competition. That's a beautiful run here. Chance to cut it back. Well dealt with by TLU in the end.
It's really impressive there. Doran beats a couple of defenders, barely able to keep the ball in play. But now this is a 3 against 2. Chance just goes away. Harris recovered well, put off a player. She didn't even get a touch on the ball, but just her presence in return there puts a lot of pressure on the TLU players.
Controlled well by Boven. Now for Bosco. Does she cut inside? No, she goes down the line for Balgobin. Tried to use a pace to put off the TLU defense. Big
No
pressure
options
there
for them
from
there.
Bosco. Boven does well to stay back and wait for the ball. Cesar goes wide left. Opportunity to cut it back again. Balgobin!
Nobody home in the middle for Trinity.
Just couldn't get it across to a teammate. And it's going to be a throw-in for Trinity again. That's a big opportunity for the Tigers.
Yeah, 2 or 3 different players crashing on that. Just couldn't get close to it.
Oh, rough clearance from TLU. Chance here blocked again. Makes up for the clearance.
It's a little chaotic right now.
Tigers gather in the box. It's blocked. You don't want to be giving it up in the box. Boven. Down for Cesar. Cesar plays it out for Havens. Havens, I think, was trying to have a shot but slipped. It's going to be a corner, though, as it's blocked. About 20 minutes to go here. Trinity 2, TLU 0. Corner kick here for the Tigers. Bosco to take it down the hill.
If anyone knows how to take a corner from here, it's her.
Yeah, she does almost all of them. She's probably done more corners down that hill than anyone else.
Yeah.
Blocked. But gathered again by the Tigers. It's O'Donnell. Done out for Doran. Keeps it in and gets round one. Gets round two. Allows her to cut it back, but only as far as the pink shirts. Boven on the ball. Boven switches it out. Cesar's going to control here. Good ball from Cesar out wide left. Back in the box. The Tigers has a go across the face.
Takes a deflection.
It did take a touch, though, so it's going to be a corner again for Trinity.
It's going to be Bosco again.
Yep, Bosco taking it. I think she prefers this side.
I don't think it matters too much to her.
Goes in right on the penalty spot. Well headed by TLU. Good pressure from Balgobin.
She'll have another chance, Bosco.
Forces them to send it out for a throw this time. No, looks like another corner. It is. That was all from Balgobin's pressure too. Forced them to take a touch. Swung in by Bosco, far post. TLU trying to get it clear. Not far enough. Pressure's there. Flicked over the top. Great save. Great save from Melissa Marquez.
Got to see this one back. What a save. Gets up well. Just knocks it over. Bosco will take another corner.
I think it's a big chance she's going to hit that 100. She's at 97 by my count. Maybe 98.
Third in succession here.
Late run short from Cesar. Tried to draw a defender. It didn't. But it kept her in position to gather that ball. Has a go. She scored one already this season. Goes wide. And it's a goal kick. Now Malia Cesar does have a goal like that this year. And she does have one international goal. It was against Indonesia at the 2022 Asian Cup.
It's one more than most.
It's one more than I've got.
Yeah, I think it's one more than everybody else who is at this field right now has, in all likelihood.
I know there are a few people in San Antonio who have an international goal, so I'm just checking the stands to see if any of those people have shown up today. But I don't think so. Just keeping an eye out for Kevin Harms. Has a couple of international goals for Canada. Cleared away. Needed to beat.
Another throw for TLU.
Chance to turn, perhaps. Good strength from Trinity. Stops the turn. Just got caught between her legs, so she couldn't get it away for the shot. And now the Tigers with a big
Great
run
ball
here. It's Anna Newland on the run and with the pass. So one of the Newland sisters having an impact. Throw in here for Caleb Owen for the Tigers. Goes short. Wants the ball back. Gets it. Swung in. On the penalty spot. Laid off by Balgobin. And the shot goes
that would have been
wide.
a pretty one.
It was close.
Yeah. Would have been some assist for Balgobin.
Yeah, it was
laid off really well.
It off. That's what you want, your front striker. Your number 9. That's something Mark Viduka did a lot for Australia and Leeds. And I guess Middlesbrough as well. And Celtic. Ooh. Blocked. Most famously did it for Leeds, though, Mark Viduka.
Man, I think Coach Harrison is going to be really happy that he's going to have Kylie Harris in that back line for some time now.
Yeah, got 3 more years. First year defender, no more COVID seasons. So this is the last seniors have been through that could do COVID seasons. Because this year's seniors, their first season was 2020. Shot goes wide, goal kick.
Super sub, Ellie Creek,
Ellie Creek on.
as well as Isabel Rueda.
Yeah, Rueda, who had a big game last week.
Creek going in at that number 10 role. It's not a role that we've seen her play very often.
I feel like we've seen her play every other position on the park this season except for goal. And if you know, I would say if red cards happen, but there'd have to be a lot of red cards because you've still got reserve goalkeepers on the bench that you can call on.
Yeah, there's no sub limit here.
Yep. But she'd probably give it a shot. I did see, I think it's for Southwestern, so maybe I shouldn't blow it. No, the reserve goalkeeper for TLU, Skylar LeBlanc, was named utility player of the year in her high school in League City. And I don't know how you win that as a goalkeeper.
Interesting.
Back
Maybe she
over.
played more than goalkeeper.
Yeah, maybe she did. She got picked up by TLU to keep. Really good strength there from Balgobin to create that opportunity. In the end, it goes out. I know one of the things she does in her spare time is head to the gym. And I believe specifically she likes lifting, so unsurprisingly she's a strong player. She puts that work in. Good Rabona there.
Ooh.
Beautiful turn. Would have drawn an allay from the crowd if she was on the other side. Balgobin really getting stuck in. I think she's someone who had a little bit of a timid start her first game
Yep.
in college soccer. Just didn't quite get stuck in. She's really grown into college soccer really nicely in her first season.
Yeah, I think the nerves can play an effect in your first season as a whole. So for her to have grown into the role already, just a few games into the season, I think you could put those first few games behind her and be confident the rest of the way.
That's not to say she made any mistakes. She just seemed
Timid.
a little timid.
Yeah.
She's got past that now. I mean, it's hard, and I think especially for someone
It
moving
happens.
from
It happens.
Minnesota, so you've moved basically the width of the country down here to Texas, and you're going through a big life adjustment. Good ball
Wow.
from TLU. Finds Simeon,
This is their
crosses
chance.
over, just in between two players from Simeon.
It's got to come soon. Down under 15 minutes now to that
Check
final
out for
third of
time.
this second half.
Yeah.
It's a lot of math for people. Final third of the second half. The last six.
Anyway, 12 minutes to go is what we're trying to say. Throw in for the Tigers. But yeah, look, it's hard to get started in college soccer, right? Like, it's the first time you're really playing adults for most.
Yep.
For most people. Some people play in adult leagues, and some people play like, USLW league now. So you might get thrown in with adults. We saw AC Houston Sir are like that. They play a very young team against teams of adults. And so it can be hard to make that adjustment. On top of that, a lot of players are in the middle of a big life change. They're moving out of home for the first time. For some people, they might be a long way from home. Good ball in, headed away. And so it can be hard to adjust those first few games. That's especially true of soccer because soccer season is like straight away.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like some of the, you know, the winter sports. Basketball, you've had a semester on campus. You've gotten used to life.
Yeah, I had to leave home early.
That's true because you got to get out for preseason.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. You know, you're already, well, I think most people are very excited for the freshman year. I was very scared. I love my home. I love my family. So I was pre-homesick before even leaving. And then to have to leave early, it's tough. It can be tough.
Throw in for the Tigers. Yeah, it's a difficult experience. So, can never blame anyone for having their first game be a bit slow. But people tend to quickly find their place. I think that's true of college in general. TLU, Bulldogs, back on the ball. Yeah, you do sense they need that goal now
Yeah.
if they're going to get back into this one. Can't bank on 2 games with 2 goals in the final 3 minutes.
No, and that it would take a lot right now, especially with Harris at the back.
And Lauren Lewis.
Yeah. Trinity have not allowed a lot of goals, and they have not allowed a single goal at McGinley Field.
At McGinley Field all season, they've
actually only allowed goals to one team.
Nope, that's not true. 2 teams.
2 teams.
Both in Virginia.
Both in Virginia.
So haven't allowed any goals in Texas.
What was the score? So they lost 4-2
4-2
and won
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So they are 3rd in the country for shutout percentage. Oh, that's a great touch. Good run here. Keepers come. Oh, it's bounced back off. Balgobin's there. Touch took her away from goal, though.
Double deflection there.
Yeah, that could have ended up anywhere. Great work from the defender that you couldn't see on your shot, but a defender from TLU had run back into the goal mouth
to cover just in case
the keeper didn't get back in the shot caps. That's great work from TLU. Just couldn't see it in the shot. You could just see her running back after the keeper came back. Over the top, maybe a chance here for TLU to get a goal back. There was an open player. It was.
Yeah, just didn't get around the cross enough.
Yeah, it went out. But yeah, Clarissa Martinez was there and was open. Putting back a couple of starters. Hannah Khan on for the Tigers as well. Short goal kick from the Tigers.
Got some hard workers on the field right now for Trinity. I think that's the tone to end the game. They're putting in players that are going to be willing to run defensively. You know, Trinity's got a lot of creative players that go forward, but right now they've got a lot of players on who are willing to do the dirty work.
Yeah, and look, we saw how the men's game ends, so they know they're not done yet. Good ball, she's open. Closed down quickly, though, by Hannah Khan. Did well to kind of keep the ball alive there. Now, maybe a chance for Balgobin.
14 on 14
Cleared
there.
away. You love some perfectly symmetrical play. Cleared away by Jessica Robinson. That's 14 for TLU. So Balgobin can't get there.
I think Trinity right now will be content to keep the ball when they can. It's a great turn. An unbelievable turn, and Trinity could be in.
Opportunity. There's players running in the box. You sense a goal here would wrap it up. Touch just took it too narrow. Opportunities to play it back. Goes into the box. Blocked. Cleared away. But it stays with the Tigers' edge of the area. Great defensive work in the end from TLU to get it out for a throw.
And I don't think Creek was the intended option there for that cutback. I just think it finds its way through to her. And then, like you said, the touch takes her away from goal. I think that's partially because she's not expecting it, because the ball is not meant to be to her, but does as well as she can. And Trinity keep possession here, which I think is the biggest thing right now.
Yeah, throw for Trinity. Yeah, look, time is on the side of Trinity right now. Oh, it's beautiful defensive work. Still, it's with Creek, who crosses in near post. Dealt with defensively by TLU. Balgobin was crashing in. It's another throw for Trinity. They're stacking up here. Crossed in again. TLU just get it clear. Yes, they do. Simeon.
Great turn.
Good turn from Simeon. Rides a challenge. Blocked. Sorry, not Simeon. That was Martinez. Throw in for the Tigers, though. Goes long. Flicked on. Tries to get round. Played back, and now TLU maybe with a chance to break. Balgobin came charging back, and now in a good position to take advantage. Good
Don't
recovery.
foul here. Well done. That's good team defending. I know it doesn't come off for them, but Balgobin holds her up really well, forces her, gives her no options, and then Creek comes in and picks her pocket.
Flicked on. Spoven.
She could turn here.
Rueda challenging. Noblet. Through the middle. Goes over the top looking for Martinez. Cleared away by the Tigers.
They're looking for those balls over the top, and the coach is telling them to go for them more. I just don't think that's the way TLU are going to break down Trinity. With 5 minutes to go, I know you want to start putting the ball in behind and taking those kind of opportunities, but Kylie Harris is back there playing like almost like a sweeper at this point in the game. She's got nobody that she's marking, and she's free to ball hawk and play like a safety for those of you who watch football. She's just sitting back there playing zone coverage and waiting for somebody to try and make that run over the top. And she's just looking for the ball, and she does a brilliant job at it.
Simeon into the middle. Flicked over the top, but the run didn't continue. It's a really good idea, but the run just doesn't continue. So they're going to take their time. Lewis sends it up. Flicked back. TLU on the ball.
Worked out for TLU.
Right as you say that, of course. Trinity get possession back. Good turn. Doran just couldn't win it back, though. Pressure coming. She comes out of nowhere. Does Balgobin. There's no pressure, and then all of a sudden Balgobin's right there trying to win possession.
And that's what I was saying. She's just another player. Likes to do the dirty work. Willing to work off the ball. Willing to press. That's the type of players that Trinity have in the field right now.
So free kick here for the Tigers, called by the AR. 3 minutes to go. Trinity 2. TLU 0. We did see 2 goals in 3 minutes earlier tonight, though. Over the top. Balgobin found perfectly. Great control from her. Lays it off for Doran. Doran plays a through ball looking for Balgobin again. Did well to get a touch on it, which put it out there and allowed that cross to be a bit weak. A good switch from Cesar. Controlled fairly well. Forces a corner.
Yeah. I know Balgobin hasn't gotten a goal tonight, and as a striker, you know, that's often how you measure a performance, but I think she's been really bright. She's been a defensive player to watch for Trinity today, which is interesting to say of a striker, but she has, and she's done really well leading from the front in the defensive side of the game. Really good performance from her if Trinity can hold on.
Swung in by the Tigers over Balgobin's head. Found the head of Sailor Havens, who sent it wide.
Can be a goal kick from Marquez. They're going to go long from it.
Yeah, Marquez had, like, they have to. There's 90 seconds to go. Flicked on.
It's a good flick.
Good headed down. Well controlled by the Bulldogs. Oh, there was a chance to get that ball forward, but I think Trinity closed it down well enough. Falls out anyway.
Could be a nervy finish if
Chance to
TLU
turn.
can score.
Have a go. It's blocked. She goes to ground.
It's going to be a
Keeper
head
gathers.
stoppage. Yeah. She's just been...
Goes to ground.
Malaya Cesar's just been drilled in the back of
Drilled
the
by
head.
the ball. It's a dangerous place to get hit by a ball.
She seems okay. She's smiling.
Yeah, Dylan Harrison says, we're going to go ahead and sub it.
Which-
So they're going to make
Good
the
decision.
change anyway. It's the right call. You just never know. Let's get her off.
58 seconds remaining in the game. 58 seconds.
She did look a little woozy coming off that.
Yeah. She seems a little too happy right now.
Yeah.
Sounds a little weird, but she's laughing and joking with her teammates, which could be a really good sign or could be a
A
really
not so good sign.
bad sign. No, we'll stick with the good.
She says she's good as
seems
she
she's
comes
good.
past us.
She
So.
seems good. Everybody's asking her if she's good.
Literally everybody she's walked past has asked if she's okay. She's an international football player. She'll be fine.
Got to make sure. I mean,
No, yeah. I mean,
Philippines
she went
need her, right?
down. Yeah, although in 3 years when she graduates.
Yeah.
That's the rule her parents have set. I thought she was going to stick around in the New South Wales Premier League, and then she popped up for Trinity, and I was like, oh, interesting.
So
Played-
you knew her as a player before she
Yeah,
came
she
to
played for
Trinity.
Blacktown City in the New South Wales Premier League. She'd actually played against Central Coast Mariners. So she's played in the most beautiful stadium in the world. Actually, Central Coast Stadium got a shout out from Gianni Infantino this week.
Really?
Said it was one of the most beautiful stadiums for the world's most beautiful game.
5, 4,
Goes long. She's going to gather it in. That'll be it.
1.
So it's all over here at Paul McGinley Field. Final score here, Trinity 2, TLU 0. A little easier on the heart this game. And so it's all over. The Tigers stay undefeated in SCAC play. We're going to have a look at these goals. Here's the first. Beautiful ball back. Great finish from Schneider. Really great ball from Bosco. Tapped home by Schneider. Good finish, though. She had to get it under the keeper.
And get there first, which she does.
And then Bosco's goal across the face.
Another great finish.
Well finished. And so there's your final stats, 20 shots to 14. Everything else is pretty even. 5 shots on goal apiece, 5 saves to 3. 6 fouls each, 10 corners to 2. That's the one that really stands out. I think it reflects how much of the ball Trinity had. We're going to be back here on Sunday for a doubleheader again against Southwestern. And then, of course, on Saturday, you've got some football action for Trinity against Sewanee. So we will see you at those games. We'll see you on Sunday, back here at noon Sunday for Trinity men versus Southwestern. The women play at 2 o'clock. I've been Chris Hockman, with me has been Scott Lebo. From all of us here at Tiger Network, thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you on Sunday.